the first pick.
Awesome. Welcome to another episode of On the Clock by Just Baseball Media. We got another awesome guest with us today. I'm Jared Perkins. That's Monty Taylor. We got Kolten Smith here, right-handed pitcher for the Georgia Bulldogs. Kolten, how are you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on. We've been following your journey for a little bit. The first question we always ask guys, just so they can kind of get an idea of who you are, take us through your amateur journey. How did you get to where you are today?
Man, it's been a rocky journey. Full of ups and downs. Younger baseball. I really enjoyed pitching. I was obviously a hitter as well. And whenever I got to, I want to say freshman year of high school is whenever I became a PO. And it wasn't necessarily that I didn't like hitting or want to keep hitting. It was more so just why put 50% into your future when you could put 100% into your future. And so I was better at pitching at the time. And so that's when I made that decision to quit hitting.
Yeah, I love that because you hear a lot of those prep guys kind of playing two-way, trying to figure it out on one side of the ball. For you, what was that transition like, going to the mound only, kind of having to give up hitting?
Yeah, so just with travel ball, in showcases and stuff, I was playing with Power Baseball, and Brian Dempsey actually came up to me after I'd pitched really good one outing and was just telling me kind of how he saw that I had a pretty good bright future and that he just wanted to start seeing me put 100% of my effort into it. And so that just looked like not having to go out and play the field and be kind of worn out for 2 days and then end up pitching the third day and just spending the time that you would spend in the cage, arm care, mobility, doing reps on the mound, just kind of perfecting your craft.
Yeah, I love that. For you, kind of going into this offseason, I'd say you probably have some of the best pure stuff on the mound, probably in college baseball. What kind of next steps have you taken in your game this offseason, or where have you been focusing on to improve in terms of your development?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I've been doing a lot actually. So I've last year I was throwing a slider, sweeper, curveball, changeup, fastball, and so this year I banged the sweeper and added a true cutter and kind of my swing and miss pitch from last year, the slider. I kind of just made it a tick better, which I'm not sure if it could get much better, but I just made it a tick better. Kind of got a little bit of separation between those two pitches. One of the main things, though, was I was working on my fastball a lot. It kind of had tendencies to get a little flat last year. And so we just worked on kind of getting behind the ball and getting a little bit more vert on it. So I think my profile will definitely be a little bit different this year.
Awesome. I love that. Last question I'll ask before I'll turn over to Monty is you got to kind of experience USA Collegiate this year. What was that like? Were there some guys that you met that kind of picked some tips and tricks up? What was that experience overall like for you?
Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed it, just being around that high level of competition. Everybody there is just as good as you or better. And so you just get to sit in the dugout and pick guys' brains. I talked to Gabe Davis a lot and Jamie Arnold. We were hanging out a lot and just picking each other's brains, but it was just a great experience.
Awesome.
What was it like really, spending time with Jamie? Because it seems like he's just always trying to get better. He was dominant last year with basically two pitches, and then he's added a third now. Basically having the foresight to see that would help him with a pro career. Is he as competitive off the field as he seems on the field?
Yeah, we were just playing golf 4 weeks ago because we're both from Florida. We all met up and played some golf. We were competitive on every hole, just sitting there trying to beat each other. But yeah, no, he's just a freak of nature. He's got a very unique fastball, so him adding that third pitch is just going to only make him 10 times better than he already is, which is going to be crazy to see.
Makes you kind of glad he's not in the SEC, right?
Yeah, no, he should be a Bulldog.
Speaking of Bulldogs, you've gotten to this will be year 2 under Wes Johnson, and what is it like playing for him, and how good is he at working with the pitching staff?
Oh, it's first to none or next to none. He's great. He can work with each guy individually. Nothing we do is cookie cutter. One of the main things he talks about is always believing in yourself, and I feel like that's why we were so good last year. take talent away, take all that stuff away. I mean, last year we just played with a lot of belief and believed in ourselves, and Wes is really good at getting guys to believe in themselves.
Is he really hands on with the pitchers, or because I know now, he's obviously a head coach now, but he's a very good pitching coach. Is he more hands on, or does he let the pitching coach kind of handle it?
Oh, so Wes is the pitching coach.
That's right. That's right.
He's as hands on as can be. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll sometimes he'll be on a Zoom call with AirPods in doing something. He's a great multitasker. So we'll be throwing a bullpen sometimes, and he'll have a meeting he has to do, and he's just sitting there. We're doing everything we would be doing if he wasn't on that meeting, but he's just able to multitask. So yeah, he's super hands on there for everything that we do. Comes up with everything, coordinates great with the strength coach. So he does a great job.
I want to ask you a little bit about the mental side of baseball. Obviously, you pitch in the SEC. It's extremely difficult. There's going to be nights where you don't have good nights. What's it like in the game, and then trying to adjust and not let that kind of get to you and make things worse? I mean, there's got to be a lot of strong mental resilience.
Yeah, I think it all just starts with belief and focus. So, like I was saying before, Wes installs a lot of belief in us. So, the first things first, you can't be out on that mound if you're not really believing in yourself. And the other thing is just focusing. Like, you got to have super intense focus for extended periods of time. And that's like not focusing for two pitches and then focusing for two pitches. It's just you got to stay super focused into the present. And so obviously bad outings are going to happen, but it's just about being able to go back to that belief of knowing who you are. And if you have a bad outing, you just got to kind of sweep that one under the rug, look, see what went wrong in it. Or maybe sometimes nothing went wrong and they just hit you a little bit, but it's always about that next outing. That's what's so cool about baseball. That football, they got to wait a whole week before they can go back out. Baseball, I mean, we can bounce back really quick.
What was it like facing Charlie Condon in practice and in the fall? Because obviously that kind of prepped you ahead of time because you've got the best hitter in the country that you've got to face in inter squads and stuff like that. What was that like, and how that helped kind of prepare you?
Super competitive. I mean, it couldn't have helped me any better. It was really awesome, and the reason I say that is just because if I know I can get the best hitter out in the country, then I know I can get anybody else out. And so kind of my mindset even last year was so I don't take intense effort off, just pretend every hitter that you're facing is Charlie Condon and you'll be fine.
Love that.
I want to build off of Monty's question on the mental side of the game because I kind of really like focusing on the human side of things. So for you throughout your career, who's been some of the biggest role models and mentors that you've had as you kind of developed?
Oh, definitely my family, like mom, dad, and brother. Like we're super close family. We push each other. Me and my brother, we talk about pitching all the time. He actually plays baseball at TCU. So it's really cool that we're so close in age. We can always push each other. And then obviously the parents always hold me accountable, pushing me to do the best, putting me in the best positions. And then outside of that, I've had a lot of coaches over the years. I mean, I couldn't name them all, but I also work with the mental skills coach. My advisor, he's been very helpful to me. And then obviously the Georgia staff.
I love it. And then for you, kind of, I love to go into game day routine. So for you, when you have a start or even on your off days, like what's your routine every day that you kind of put into place?
Man, it's different every day. I mean, off season to in season, like when we're starting, like I'll just go through kind of like a brief pre-start routine. I mean, first things first, like you got to have the AirPods in for quite a while, just kind of getting into your own zone. Then we'll go sit in the hot tub and get all my trainer room stuff done, get a lot of stretching, rolling out. And then after that, it's the AirPods come off and I'm getting all my dry work in, just trying to get as quiet in my mind as I can, and then arm care and hit the field.
I love it. Last question I'll ask before we kind of dive into a few more fun ones. For you, how do you get separation from the game, right? From the bad performances, the good performances on the field? Like, what do you like to do for fun that kind of takes your mind off of baseball?
Yeah, I mean, every athlete, especially at this level, I'm a firm believer you have to have something that kind of gets you away from the game. And so for me, I love the outdoors. So anytime I can get in the woods or go fishing and just get outside, like I took Trey Phelps, we went hunting this past Saturday, just a nice little get away from the field.
I love it. Monty, before we dive into our rapid fire fun questions, you got any more on your end?
No, I was just going to ask a little bit about how the experience that you got as a freshman, a lot as an opener, some as a starter. Like, how has that helped you, and how did it prepare you for last year?
Yeah, for sure. So one of like the big things that it helped me with was obviously you're a freshman, you're coming in, you're trying your best to earn a spot. Just every opportunity matters, so you can't take anything for granted. So even being in those situations, like coming in to pitch against Florida, which is like in my hometown, you got all these thousands of people that a bunch of them know who you are, a bunch of them don't. Like, it just kind of helps you get used to being in those situations, and like I feel like that's one of the main reasons like I'm able to stay so calm and not let things bother me out there.
Love that.
Awesome. So since this is on the clock, we're going to just hit you some more rapid fire fun questions to kind of wrap
All
up the
right.
episode. First one is, do you have a favorite strikeout, like one that sticks out in your head?
Yes. So Jack Caglione, it was two of them. Or actually no, this will go one. So I ended up getting 3-0 on him, and I want to say this is in the 8th inning. I pitched 8 innings against Florida, and it was just the 8th inning, got him 3-0, and then I came back with 3 straight pitches and struck him out. It was pretty
Love
cool.
that. Yeah.
Was it, do you know what pitches it was?
I struck him out on a fastball above the zone.
Love it. That was regular season?
That was our last regular series season.
Awesome. Next question I ask is, if you had to pick your Mount Rushmore of pitchers, like it doesn't have to be like the best pitchers you think in Major League Baseball, but like just guys that you've looked up to.
Yeah, definitely. Jacob deGrom's got to be on there. Joe Musgrove, Tyler Glasnow, and let's say Trevor Bauer.
I love it.
Do you have a favorite MLB team?
No, I can't.
I hear you.
If you could face any MLB hitter, who would it be?
Oh, okay, that's a tough one. I want to say Ohtani.
Yeah, I figure that's going to be most guys' answers. As pitchers,
go straight to the best.
I feel like if you're a hitter too, that's like the answer too.
Yeah, who do you want to face?
Yeah. Last question I'll ask. What's the potential walk-up song for 2025?
Oh, we're running it back. Freebird from last year.
Love it. That's awesome. Kolten, we can't thank you enough for joining us on the clock. We're going to be watching this year and wishing you nothing but the best, man.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks.